Attention all spicy food vendors, the 2017 Tasting the Heat Inferno Fest is less than 60 days away. Rain or shine, because it's all indoors. Held at the historical Packard Proving Grounds in Shelby Township, Michigan. This year's event will be bigger and spicier, so reserve your spot now before all places are gone. There's not another show like this within 300 miles. Call 888-504-8103 for more information or to reserve your spot for this year's 2017 Tasting the Heat Inferno Fest. All right. How's everybody doing this evening? So good to see all you on here. Oh man, we got a good crowd going on. Chelsea and Melissa, Steve. Let's see. Shelly. Hi, Shelly. How you doing? Glad to see everybody on here. Jessica, all the way from England. I appreciate you joining in. Scott, how you doing? Scott from Facebook. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. We have got kind of something different tonight. It's going to be a question and answer night. If you've seen it earlier on the little video post I put earlier. So I'm going to grab myself a beer and we're going to talk, have a little bit. Hey, Michael, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. All the way from Canada. Good for you, buddy. I threw that out there to have some questions and answers. I get a lot of questions along the way about, where I'm from, what's going on, what I plan on in the future, just all kinds of different things. So I just thought I would share some things with you, and we're going to be at Jungle Gyms in 2 weeks. So it's the 7th and 8th of October. We're going to be down there. We got a booth down there. So if you are going to be in the area of Cincinnati, Ohio, in the Fairfield area, get to Jungle Gyms that weekend. It's an amazing event. There's probably 50 vendors, maybe more, maybe about 60, and they are going to be, you can try them before you buy them, meet all these great sauce makers. They're fantastic people, and we just have such a good time. Our booth is right next to the Bravado Spice, so this could get this could get a little crazy. Them guys are a riot. We can't wait to see them. Every time we see them at one of the shows, they're just fantastic people. Guys just know how to, I'm not going to say party because they're not partying in the booth. They're actually doing business, but they are so much fun, and we can't wait to be right next to them. But we're also going to be going around and doing a lot of interviews and videos for everybody, so you'll see exactly what's going on. We're going to try and get as many of the contests as possible. Oh, and next week's show is going to be kind of neat. It is with Jim O'Brien from I just lost total train of thought. I seen the wrong picture here. Jim O'Brien from Crazy Good, and he's going to be on the show. But this is what the crazy part about it is. He is going to be broadcasting from Stanley's Bar and Grill in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's what's going to be so cool about it, is that he's going to be there live at the bar where they serve his Bloody Mary mixes and his tequila mixes and all the stuff that he has. They're just absolutely fantastic. If you tuned in with Thomas and I on Electric Chili Land last week, you seen me drinking his Green Mary, and that is just amazing stuff. All his stuff is. But it's going to be kind of a cool show. He's going to be live right from the bar. So I don't know exactly what all is planned yet. We're still working some things out. So if you're in the Memphis area, head on over to Stanley's Bar and Grill, and you can sit around with Jim and have some crazy good drinks there and get in on the fun there at the bar. So there you go. And that is Crazy Good drink mixes. He's got some great hot sauces too. I met Jim at the Arizona Hot Sauce Festival, and we had a good time. I met him. I interviewed him there right at the show, and great guy, great products. And I didn't get a chance to try his Bloody Mary mixes and stuff until later on because they were selling Bloody Marys mixed there, so he wasn't allowed to bring them in, and it's just part of the contract, and that's cool, and that's what made it so nice. So I got to try them later, and it was so good. So let's see. We got a lot of people on here. Do you have a podcast? I think that would be awesome. Michael, you know what I'm thinking about doing is taking all my shows because I do have them on my YouTube channel. I don't get a whole lot of traffic there. I don't advertise that a whole lot. And I'm thinking about stripping the audio off and making a podcast. I haven't really looked into a whole lot, but I'd like to get into it. If you got some ideas for me, shoot them to me. That'd be great. I'd love to work with you on that because I think it'd be a great way for people to pick up on the show because a lot of things we're doing, there is some visual to it, but you don't have to really, see everything to get and understand what's going on. So, hey, Val, Val Romano was on, the king of barbecue. Thank you very much. Not as good as you, Val. I'm doing the best I can. I am drinking. It's called Old Side Ale. It's the Havana Lima. We got this last week. We had it on the Electric Chili Land show with Thomas, and it's ale with lime and habaneros added. It's habanero pepper juice in there. I imagine it's juice. I don't know, but it's got just a little sting. You can feel it in the back of your throat. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. I don't know if you can get a good shot of that. Maybe I'll step around front, but I think you can see it. Boop, right there. But it's really good stuff, and. Hey, okay, thank you, Michael. He's saying that YouTube is dead, but really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. It's got just a hint of lime, so I kind of like that flavor. It's really good. It's got a little bit of a heat to it. Kay, how you doing, Kay? Thanks for joining in. Yes, it's really good, Val. Jump in it. I am going to scroll up to the top and try and say hi to everybody. There's so many great people here. Thank you very much for making this happen because I say this every show and it's the truth. This would not happen without you guys out there. You make me feel welcome. You always join in and thank you. This is really awesome. I want to do so much for you guys, and this is the way to show people who are watching us that we do have a following, and this could go a lot bigger because there's some things in the work, and I don't want to jinx it by saying anything, but you people following us and sharing this, so really is making a big difference for the eyes that are on us right now. So hit that share button and share it with everybody, and if we could take this big time, this could really get great. But let's see, Melissa, how you doing, Melissa? There's a lot of people on here that's just joining. Shelly, like I said, thank you for joining us. Scott, thank you very much. Jessica, Scott Kerrigan. Okay, Scott, howdy, how you doing? Scott from Facebook. It's a little joke between us two. He always says, hi, Kendall from Tasting the Heat, so I always say back to him, hi, Scott from Facebook. Jim, how you doing, Jim? Melissa, Matthew, thank you very much. Jim O'Brien. Jim, we were just talking about you. You just joined, and we were just talking about the show next week at Stanley's Bar and Grill, and I was telling people if they live in that area to get over to the bar that night and jump on with you, grab a crazy good drink and get involved in the show because it's going to be so much fun right from the bar itself. And so that was for you, and I'm looking so forward to that. That's going to be a great show. So let's see if we got some questions. Lay some questions on me here. Let's see what's going on. What kind of hot sauce did you have today? What kind of hot sauce I had today? Let's see. I had some of the new Hatch chili a pepper. It comes in a jar. It's kind of like a relish, or it's to cook with, and it's from K. John's. It's under their new label, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I would show it to you, but they just gave me the jars. The labels weren't on them yet, but they've got them out now, and I'm going to get them on my site because they're absolutely fantastic. They have a Hatch chili. They have a red sauce. They have a hot pepper red sauce, and they're just amazing stuff. They're great for cooking with, and that's what I had today. I also had some of the bacon, fiery bacon from. I think I'm on the spot. I would be terrible on a game show. From Jack Jackal. and I always keep about probably 5 or 6 with me at all times when I'm eating. I had a little bit of Michael Anthony's, Mad Anthony's. I had some Mad Anthony's today. That's really good. That's kind of a strange sauce. I mean, not strange because flavor wise, the flavor fantastic, but it was made out of pimentos, so it's a different flavor sauce, but I really liked it. Really like Enrique. How you doing, buddy? Fist up, buddy. Enrique's got the best tattoo in the world. If you've never seen it, you gotta see it. The best tattoo in the world. It says hot sauce tattooed right on his knuckles. Man, it's just so cool. But anyways, let's get on here. Let's get some questions here. Canoe Gator Steve, what does your friends do? Oh, okay, that question wasn't for me. I need to go to sauce for vinegar or veggies that won't kill me. Well, okay, there's a lot of them out there that aren't that strong. But let's say you get one that is extremely hot, but you like the flavor of it. So dilute it down with a little bit of ranch dressing, a little bit of sour cream. I love it in sour cream, especially put it like on tacos and stuff. If it's super hot, then you can get the flavor. It kind of blends in with the sour cream there. Give that a try. I think you'll really like that. And if you go to tastingtheheat.com, on the end of every one of my reviews, I always give kind of a heat level. So that'll kind of give you an idea of the different kind of heat level it is. So if you want to start something a little bit milder, look for like the ones that are like the 3 or 4, and kind of stay away from the ones that are 8, 9, or 10 because they can get pretty hot. Daniel, how you doing? Appreciate you joining me. Let's see. Try that Lucky Dog purple label. Yes, Michael, that's a great suggestion. There's Lucky Dog has got some fantastic sauces out there. Let's see. Throw me some questions here. I know I'm probably about a 30 or 40 second behind you, so I'm gonna take a drink and wait for a question to come up. That is really good. I really like that. There's not too many beers that I just go, wow, I gotta have that, but I'm really getting into that one. Let's see. Sorry for the conversation. Steve, don't worry about that. I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on. You're doing fine. Where's your beer? Come on over. I will throw you up a beer here. Not throw you up. I will give you a beer, Enrique. My beautiful wife just joined. Tracy, how you doing? If anybody wants to ask her a question, ask on here. She can type it out to you. So, you ask a question. What was it, Steve? Let me go back up and see here. He says he asked a question. I'm looking for your question. Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra. How you doing? I don't see your question. Say it again, Steve. Kendall, you need to try chili jam and the Tia Lupa, that's the one that you won on the contest. Oh yeah, I agree. That is great for pizza. And but you have to wear the pink roller while you're trying that, while you're eating it. That's a little joke because right on the label there is his mother always had a pink roller in her hair. So when I got the sauce from him, he gave me a pink roller, and I passed it on to Jessica when she won the prize package, and she took a lot of pictures with that in there. Check it out; they're on the Taste of the Heat Facebook page. It's really neat. How's Tracy recovering? Tracy's doing better. She's still having a few issues with the foot, and we're trying to take care of that because Jungle Gyms is coming up soon, and you know what? If she has to sit there and enjoy the festival that way, I'll wheel her around because I won't be there without her because I can't do nothing without her. But she's doing really, it's going to make a big difference. Oh, the hot sauce festival, Cassandra. Did you have a good time? I loved your pictures. It looked like you had a great time. It looked like it was a great event. So I hope you had a good time. I'm sure you did. I mean, I've seen the people that you were with, and there's so many great people. I seen Mikey V and the K John. Vic was there. Sam was there. There's just so many great people. I'm sure you had a great time. Clark Wood, how you doing? James, Jessica, how you doing, Jessica? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Say hi to your mother. She's right there. Let's see. It was a great success. I hope it was. I'd like to get down to that one. We might be able to make it next year. Don't throw up a beer secondhand. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, I spoke it wrong. What can I say? But In October 22nd, the Taste in the Heat Inferno Fest will be going on. And if anybody is around our area, it's in Michigan. I don't know if that's something you can do. I think, matter of fact, Cajun Gator Steve from Hot Sauce Holsters, right here. He's going to be there, and Shelly's going to be there. So I am so excited to meet her in person, and that's going to make my day right there because such great people. I met Canoe Gator Steve from Hot Sauce Holsters at the New York Hot Sauce Expo. Great guy. He had some fantastic young men with him that help him out, and they are just great people. And I don't know, are they going to be with you when you come up to the Inferno Fest? I'm kind of hoping they are, but if not, I understand. Oh, can we get a list of vendors? You know what, Steve, I don't have them here. Bill has them at his place. He's the actual chair holder of the event. I help run it and put things on for him. So he's actually the one that takes care of all that. So it's as soon as I get that, I will put it up. I'll try and get that up this week. Yes, Shelly, we are thrilled to meet you too. This is neat. And if a lot of people out there, they know Shelly. They see a lot of her artwork that she does, where she puts different faces on artwork and brings them all together. It's just absolutely fantastic. We have such a great time with that, watching that. And she does so many great things with everybody. She just wants to enjoy everybody in the spicy food community, and she does such a great job. Tom Geist, how you doing, Tom? I can't wait to get the hot sauces. I just ordered some. I have to say, I don't usually say that I love a hot sauce because there's so many out there, but Tom's guac sauce is some of my absolute favorite right towards the top. Tom, I can't wait because I just ordered a case from Tom. That's how much, because once I open his hot guac sauce, it's gone. The bottle's gone. So I'll be getting that really good. Let's see. Scott, did you ever tour in any other countries when you were in the band Jerez? No, I didn't. We had 3 songs in the top 10 in Europe, and it did very well. We were invited to be on the Monsters of Rock tour with Van Halen, Judas Priest, Metallica, the same one that you had here. We were invited to do the opening act on the leg over in Europe, and it got kind of let's just say it didn't happen. So that was a little disappointing. But we did have some 3 songs the top 10 in Europe. It did very well, and we were really big in Germany and total loss there again. Switzerland, Belgium, a lot of the countries over there where metal was quite big. We did very well there, so it was great. Okay, Kendall, what famous musicians have you played with? Oh boy, Queensryche, Jackal. Oh man, it just goes on and on. Triumph. I'm trying to think. There's probably 50 of them. Remember Jim Dandy? That was one of the first ones. I don't know. Some of you may not remember Jim Dandy Band, but that was one of the first ones I ever did. Humble Pie. That was Peter Frampton's band. Peter Frampton was in the band when I met him. It just goes on and on. Let's see. I'm drawing a blank. You name it. If there was an '80s band, we probably played with them because there was so many touring with especially when we played Rocklahoma. That was a huge '80s festival in 2008. The record company put us back together and flew us out there to play for that one, and we got to meet all them guys. And I think some of the craziest people I got to meet that day was from a Faster Pussycat. What a nut of a band there! But we had a great time with them. Awesome people, and it was great. So, Humble Pie, how old are you? I hate you right now, Clark. You know how old I am. That deserves a drink. This one's for you, Clark. Oh man, would you been that would have been, yes, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Now I know what sauce you get from Tom. Absolutely, Michael. Fantastic stuff. Is Jerez ever going to come back? No, I don't think so. There's everybody's spread out throughout the country. You never know. Someday, maybe, possibly for something special. But I wouldn't put any money on that. So It'd be nice, but it's all cool. Oh, Cassandra, you went to Rocklahoma. We played there 2008 when the year that the tornado hit. So yeah, we were there. Let's see. Uh, Pussycat. Yeah, meow. Arthur, how you doing, buddy? What's up with you? Or I say, what's up? Did you ever meet Montrose? No. I live by Montrose, but not Montrose. Solo gig? No, this is my solo gig right now. This is what we want to do because I tell you why I enjoy doing this so much more than playing. I can't say maybe so much more than playing, but why I enjoy this so much is because Tracy can do it with me, and she is my best friend, and this is why I want to do this because she's with me, she's a part of this, and if she decided she didn't want to do it anymore, I would quit because it's not worth it to me because she makes it worthwhile for me to go out there and do this because we just have such a great time together, and that's all I can say. That would be it. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you're from Oklahoma, Cassandra. So you know all about Rocklahoma. What a great time that is out there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know she was still listening, but I can't tell the truth. What can I say? She's awesome. Okay. What is your favorite band and album? Huge AC/DC fan. Huge AC/DC fan. Matter of fact, I loved AC/DC so much that I was in an AC/DC cover band for a while, and I was doing Bon Scott as well as Brian Johnson because I've got over a 7.5 octave range. There is not a band. When I played in a cover band, we would say, "What songs you want to play?" And the guys that didn't know me said, "Well, what can you sing?" I said, "No, what do you want to? What can you play?" I could sing anything anybody wanted to do. You named it, I could sing it because usually it was because of the range. Ron, how you doing? There's another good, great singer right there. Ron joined us. Thank you very much, Ron, from Hell's Kitchen Hot Sauces. Great hot sauces right there. Hey, Kay, you asked me earlier about some great hot sauces right there. There's some more. Hell's Kitchen, fantastic stuff. Let's see, Tasting the Heat groupies. Yeah. You guys are my groupies. You're not my groupies. I don't mean anything like that because that maybe puts a bad name on it. But I appreciate. I guess the difference between a groupie and people who we appreciate is between people that you go, hey, yeah, we'll stay away, and people like you who I want to go, I want to be with you guys because, yeah, like I said earlier, it's the truth. You guys make me. Feel great that I'm doing something for you that you enjoy, and the reasoning behind what I do is because of you guys. You guys make it. You are the chili heads that make Tasting the Heat, the blood, or I should say the pepper juice pump through the heart. So I gotta say it's great. Kate, how you doing? I'm late. No, you're not late. Don't worry about it. Just join right in. This is awesome. Oh, that's right. Kate's got some couple Tasting the Heat t-shirts. Thank you very much, Kate. And what's in store for Tasting the Heat in 2018? Oh boy, you know what? That's a good question. We have got, like I said earlier, we've got some people looking at us to do some things. Hopefully, it all works, and we are going to try and make Tasting the Heat and Tasting the Heat Live even bigger and better. We definitely want to get more guests on, and with you guys, like I said, you guys being here and sharing this and pushing it to other people. I mean, for us to hit 10,000 followers was amazing, and now we're way above that. People take notice to that, and you guys made that possible by sharing and asking other people to join in. And I just, it would be so great if we could take this national, and we've got some things cooking in the works, and hopefully that's going to be really good. Okay, I got to meet Cully's guys yesterday. Oh, Cully is great. He was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Great guy. And sauces. I did not know Cully had so many different sauces and stuff. I don't know how many he had in Texas, but it is tremendous how many different sauces he had. It just goes on and on and on. Vic Solinko, the man with the hot sauce collection. Hey, Vic, how you doing, buddy? Clark, I tell you what. You keep on trying to private message me and it ends up on here. I can't see my private message. I might be able to check them on here. See, you sent me something, but it's just so much fun to get out there and meet everybody. Sing us a song, Kendall. Sing me a song. You're the singer. Okay, that's about it. That's all you're gonna get. Sorry. If you go on tastingtheheat.com and hit the about page, you will see that there is a little bit about me, and it gives a little bit of my background. There's a couple links to different songs on there, and you'll be able to hear them. And if you go to YouTube and you Google Haraz, H-E-R-A-Z-Z, yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. And there's a lot of our albums are on there, full-length albums, and you'll be able to see them, so or hear them. Well, you'll see them too, but it's just a still picture. But that way you'll be able to find out, exactly what I do, and that's me singing, and it's I do miss it. Honestly, I do miss it. But like I said before, this is what I'm doing now because we love doing it together, and this is what makes it so much fun. Let's see. There's got to be another question here. I know I missed something. Oh, how and when did you come up with the idea of Tasting the Heat? Okay, that's a pretty good story. Tracy and I got married 3 years ago. We've been together for quite a while, but we decided to get married 3 years ago. And we're walking along the beach in Lahaina in Maui in Hawaii. And we're talking about, you see these people out there that they have a website, or they're all shopping for these homes in these exotic places, and then they say, well, I can just work from home. And we're going, man, that'd be great to have a job like that, working from home. And I said, well, we should start a blog or start something like this. And she said, well, you love hot sauces. You're always talking about them. You just bought a whole bag full of hot sauces at the flea market there, because they had a bunch of different vendors there. And she said, why don't you do something like that? So we got thinking about it, and I believe Tracy came up with the name, Tasting the Heat, and it just fits because I wanted to talk about hot sauces that are great, not just hot, because I think maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of think anybody can make something super hot, but they got to make something that tastes great. And that's what Tasting the Heat was all about, because the heat is there, but you're tasting what is fantastic and goes good on food. And it just kind of transformed from there. I don't know if this is the direction that this live show was never even a consideration at that point. It was just getting the website up and start doing some things on there, and we've tweaked the website along the way and done some things like that, and made it kind of a little bit user friendly, and for the give each one of the hot sauce makers their own page. I'm trying to build that up so that everybody's got something that they could share. And then we came up with the idea of the live show, and I think what brings that on, what drives us, is that you see a lot of hot sauce reviewers, you see a lot of their videos, and it just seems like there would got to be a lot of them out there. All great job. They're all doing the same thing that we were doing. We're sharing our love for hot sauce with all you guys out there. And so we wanted to take it maybe a little bit different direction. That's where Tasting the Heat Live came in. And that gave us the idea to let, like Tom Guest here, and then Clark Wood a little bit ago, and Val, the king of barbecue, he was on a few weeks ago. It gave them the chance to tell their story to people like you out there. So the show isn't about Tasting the Heat or about Kendall. It's about the guys who's on the show, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to showcase them, make it their show, let them tell their story, because there's so many great stories out there of how they got started and what they've been through. And I tell you, one of the show with Tom, man, I was just so moving. That's on the the Taste in the Heat Facebook or YouTube page. You can go back and watch that with Tom. That was one of the most moving shows. I was so moved by his story of what he's gone through and what he's got to in this point in his life that I totally forgot to sign off. I forgot to thank everybody. It was Tom. That was a fantastic show, and thank you very much for that. And Clark Wood had a great second year anniversary show. That's right, Clark, and it was a pleasure to have you on. But that's like I told him when they first came out. This show is about you. This is not about me. So it was so great. Jessica, so sing this story. Wow, you're really pushing me. That's awesome. Sing Rock Out with a Rock Out. Rock out! We can rock out! There you go, Tom. Oh, why did I do that? I don't know. Oh, everybody's going, what the hell's going on? But anyways, that's where it all came under, and that's where we got to this point. So if you guys want to see us go in a direction or do something, make sure you let us know. Send an email to us, drop us an instant message so that we can try and get some of your ideas in there, because this is what it's all about. The show's about you guys and about the hot pressure. I just read Cassandra's statement, under pressure. It's all about the spicy food community, and I love the sauces out there and the barbecue sauces. And if you've been noticing Taste in the Heat Facebook page, I've been putting a lot of really cool recipes on there, and I try to all keep them in the same vein of using, some sort of hot peppers or something that would be really good with these hot sauces on, and that's what I'm trying to look for. So when I'm searching for these different recipes, it's the idea that that's something I see that I think you may enjoy, and I've seen a lot of people like that. So that's really cool that you've been giving us a thumbs on that and sharing them. And this is the type of things we're kind of looking for. We want to make this the spicy food entertainment media that you can go to and always have a great time. So that's kind of where we're heading with all this. And I love doing the reviews, and we're going to keep doing that. We love doing the live shows, and we can't wait to get down to Jungle Gyms. We did the show last year, and it was so much fun. It was really one of the first big ones that we went to, and since then we've been to a couple of the other ones, and as much as they are the same, they're all different, and it's just such a neat experience. So if you've never been to one of these hot sauce expos or events where there's multiple vendors, get to it, because there's just amazing, and you get to try all these fantastic sauces, and each one of the vendors, I've said this before, there's like little stages for them, and they're so excited to have you try their stuff, because they like to see your eyes light up and go, man, that's good, because they wouldn't be pushing this, or I shouldn't say push it. They don't have to push it. The flavor sells it by itself. All you have to do is try it, and you're sold. I've watched so many people walk out of these venues with just huge bags of different kind of hot sauces and drink mixes and salsas, because you can't make up your mind. I think really what happens, people show up and they just run out of money because they can't get enough of, they don't have enough money to spend at all these things, because they buy in so much stuff, and they're usually really good deals on stuff. So don't think it's any prices are ever jacked up. It's usually the other way around. They just want you to get it and try it. It's just great stuff. And you've heard me mention a lot of these guys on here this week, and it's the same way. Like Jim O'Brien, he'll be on next week. I mixed his Green Mary mix with the beer, and Tom said, "What are you doing?" And it was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to talk to you next week, Jim. I want you to share your story, and it's going to be such a great, so much fun being at the bar with you there. Broadcasting to us. This is going to be so much fun. Let's see. Plus, you can wheel and deal. Yes, Arthur, absolutely. That's right. If you're there, you can actually get with these people and say, hey, let's make a deal on some of this stuff. Great point, Arthur. And that's another reason why I want to say get to one of these shows, enjoy it. I mean, we can broadcast from them, and Ken Alexander did a great job this weekend, and he did a great job at Bowers too. I got to give a hands off to Ken. He did a fantastic job. But it's just like when we do it, we're doing the best we can to share this information with you, to hopefully entice you to get you out to these shows because they're just so much fun. We walked around down in Texas at the one we did in Texas in January. Oh my gosh, I've just totally brain farts again. But we had so much fun just walking around and seeing people. It seems like every time we run into these same guys, it's Zestfest. Thank you. Every time we run into everybody, it's like a family reunion, and that's really kind of like what we feel like every week when we do the show with you guys. We're like connected with all you guys again, and it's so much fun. It's just a great time meeting all you people, and you got to get out there. Got to get out there to do it. And like I said earlier, August 22nd in right here in Michigan, the Inferno Fest. It's not as big as these other ones, but you know what? It's got to start someplace, and it's so much fun. We had a great turnout last year, so we'd love to see you guys there. All right, let's see if we can get another comment on here or question. Throw me a question there, somebody. Let's see. Yes, you know what, Cassandra? I was thinking about this. She says, I want to see more women sauce makers on the show. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about doing a special Women of Hot Sauce. I'm glad you brought that up because I was wondering, would you guys think this would be a good something to do, like a little bit of a series of Women of Hot Sauce? Because there's a lot of them out there that's starting to do this, and I think it'd be great to have them on. Give me your ideas on that if you think that would work, because I think that's a really good subject we could touch on because a lot of them don't get it, or get the attention like the guys do. And you're absolutely right. Okay, what is your favorite wing sauces? You know what, Bill? I have to say there's quite a few. Kaivan's got a really good wing sauce I really like. DEFCON's got a really good wing sauce I like. But I like using the different hot sauces that I'm using at that time as a wing sauce. I know I mentioned this earlier with Tom Geist, his guac sauce. I love that on wings. And just at the end, just soak them up real good and throw them on the grill for just a minute, just to kind of caramelize it a little bit. Great flavor, absolutely amazing. Marie Sharp's, her habanero, the orange one, fantastic. Well, Clark Woods, his Caribbean 7 sauce. It's a sweeter sauce, but it caramelizes up so well on wings. It's really what is your flavor temptation of what you want that day? Do you want something sweet, or you want something zingy, like a real vinegary, or real peppery? And the thing of it is, what I like about when you have a bunch of hot sauces in the cupboard, you don't have to stick with just one. You can grill up 4 or 5 dozen wings and have 20 different flavors, and then you can all try them a little bit. Just absolutely amazing stuff. I just love the flavor of that gets me. And a lot of people say, how do you stand all that heat all the time? And you know what? It seems like the more I eat, it doesn't affect me as much because I just kind of like start craving it. I don't know if you get not addicted. Yeah, probably addicted to it. I'm kind of addicted to that adrenaline rush you get from eating the hot stuff. So yeah, that's what I guess that's true. So I'm addicted. I need help. Hi, I'm Kendall, and I'm a hot sauce addict. Oh, let's see. Joe, the Texas Hot Sauce Festival was... Oh, you're talking to somebody. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm jumping in on your conversation. I apologize for that. What hot sauce maker would you like to have on the show that hasn't been on before? I tell you what. There are so many out there that you guys know that I'd love on here. Arthur from Arthur Wayne Hot Sauce. Arthur Way Hot Sauce. I want to get Arthur on. Definitely. We've talked about it a few times, and it's like we can never seem to connect. Another one I want to get on is Chef Ken George from Australia, from West Australia. We've tried to connect on that. We got to make that work because I'd love to have him on because he's such a great guy. And as far as a celebrity sauce maker, if anybody knows Michael Anthony from Van Halen, I want him on the show so bad because I'm a huge Van Halen fan. I'm a huge Sammy Hagar fan, and he's with him. But he's got sauces that are just absolutely fantastic, and he's on my celebrity sauce page. If you've never seen his stuff, amazing stuff. I would love to get him on because the night we had Eddie Ojeda from Twisted Sister, you can ask Tracy. I was almost stupid giddy because I was so excited to talk to him because I was such a fan. But it was so neat because his sauces are so fantastic. I didn't want to pull away from that because I wanted to talk about his sauces. They were amazing. Greg Evans, thank you for joining us. I appreciate this. James Valancourt, thank you very much for joining. But that's the two I would like, or the three I'd like to get on. There's so many other ones because we spoke to so many different makers. Linda from Ass Kicking. We met her down in Arizona, and I still got to get her on the show. She was fantastic with us, and I'd love to hear the backstory of Ass Kicking hot sauces because I think it's called Southwestern Foods. That's the actual the proper name for them. But they are huge right now. They're even in Korea. They've got their own ass kicking brand over in Korea, and I would love to get her on the show and talk to her about that because amazing products. They got such a great um, uh, packaging with all these different ass kicking things. If you've ever seen them, they're great. The different kind of the donkey on there and everything. And they actually, when we showed up at their place down in Arizona, they actually got this probably 10 to 15 acre fenced in area where they have, I don't know if they're called mules or donkeys, but they actually have them, and you come in and they come galloping up at you, and they're so friendly. They just want to meet you, and it was such a great time being there and hanging out at the place and going through it. But yeah, that answers that question. So I'm kind of babbling on, but I kind of enjoy talking to you guys. So if you can see what I go through all the time. Okay, dang, TS was on here, and it makes sauce. Never knew that epic. Well, I don't, Joe. I don't know what TS was. So please let me know what you're meaning by that. I'll try and help you out there, or maybe it's not for me. So I don't know. Did you watch any football today? I watched a little bit. I don't get into political things, and I'm not a big sports player. But I think when we start mixing the thing, I just feel that when Hollywood and sports figures try to tell me what's right but politically or not, it's time for me to tune out because that's to me television shows, movies, sports events, stuff like that. That's a time for me to escape from my reality and enjoy something different. And so when I get taken into that reality and I'm kind of preached at about different things, being it's a good cause or not, because I'm not getting on either side of the fence of that, because it's just being taught, preached to me. I go, man, that's for me to escape and enjoy something different. It's just, to me, it's not right. I don't know. That's what we have, the internet for, the news for, stuff like that. So that's the way I feel like it. Twisted Sister. Oh, that's what you're talking about, Joe. Yes. Great sauces, Joe. If you go to tastingtheheat.com, go to the celebrity sauces page, you will see a picture of Eddie and D. Snyder. Click on that, and it will take you right to my review of his stuff, and you can check it out. Great sauces. And I believe Canoe Gaver Steve won the contest that night. He gave away 3 of his sauces autographed, and he got to try them, and they were he said they were great. Oh, you know what? I just thought about somebody else that I've been trying to get on the show, and that's Dexter Holland from The Offspring. If you guys remember the band The Offspring, you gotta keep them separated. Hey, that's that band. He's the lead singer of The Offspring, and he's got his own sauces called Gringo Bandito, and that's him right on the label. So if anybody knows him, Get him on here. Jim O'Brien, Pepper X. I have got a bottle of the last dab coming. So as soon as I get it, I will get it on Tasting the Heat, the Facebook page, and share it with everybody. I'm excited about this. If it's as hot as they say it is, it should be just scorching hot. But I'm understanding the flavor is really good on that. So I want to definitely try that out. So hopefully that's coming to me, and I'll be getting that real soon. So it's I'm kind of really excited about that. Yes, Steve, Eddie Jetta's flavors are there. One's a cherry, one's a green apple, and one's a peach. All great sauces. Fantastic job. Uh, Damn it, Jim. I don't know what you're talking about. Gringo Bandito, great stuff. Yes, yes. Raiders are on now. I, I don't know what to say. I'm not a huge sports fan. I love to escape and watch things like that. So that's what makes it fun to me. Let's see. Someone else throw me a question out here, and I will take a drink, and I'll look at the next question, and we'll get to it. Let me ask you guys something. Are you guys drinking anything with the show tonight? I'm waiting. Let's see. I was going to say that. Got my order also. See if there's anything. Kaylee, my daughter's joined us. I wonder if she's still joined us. She just popped in and said, "Oh, Dad." Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so if anybody's on there, I'd say happy birthday, Kaylee. And she's my little darling, my little teeny girl. So Miller High Life, excellent. Vodka, excellent. I can't wait to see her real soon. So she lives down in Detroit, and great, great, great. We got great kids. We got three fantastic, great kids. For some reason, I know it's blurry right now. Hopefully, that'll straighten up. Maybe if I get the. Oh, she's seen me. uh, hey, sweetie. I hope you're having a great night, and happy birthday tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow and wish you a happy birthday. And we will get together this week and have a birthday dinner, so we can celebrate my birthday too. So that's great. Dennis Sands. Dennis Sands has just dropped in the building. Another great guy that we know. All of us know together. Great, great. Great guy we work with. Can you sing me another song, please? Oh, Leila. Oh, let's see. I don't know what to sing. You got me on the spot. Oh, Jessica. I am stumped. I can feel my face turning red right now. So I don't know what to say. Everything's coming to a blank. It's kind of like standing there not knowing which one, what song to sing at this point. I'll think of something. I'll get you before the show's over. Where do you work? Where do I work? So you mean where am I employed? There's a big difference. Oh, I make paint for the automotive industry at Exalta. Used to be DuPont. It's a great, huge place where you go to work and you smell paint all day. So maybe that explains a lot of my, loss of consciousness sometimes, because that's what I do all day long. So yes, that's where I work. What was your first hot sauce you had? You know what? Here's a funny story about that. Years and years ago, when I was little, there was a hot sauce maker here in Michigan. And everybody told me it was great. They're out of Ann Arbor. Boy, and I think I could think of the name right now. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Clancy's Fancies. They make some hot sauce out of... Thank you, Scott. They make a hot sauce out of Ann Arbor, and they're making barbecue sauce. And it's a real rich flavor. I'm trying to explain what it tastes like. It's so good, and that's one of the first ones I ever tried when I was younger. And then of course on the tables of the restaurants, you always got Red Hot or you got Tabasco, and it was like I liked it, but I didn't like it. And it's not that I didn't like it because I wasn't didn't understand what hot sauce was for back then. Now I like them quite a bit. So if I'm in a restaurant and all they have is Frank's or Red Hot, I'm okay with that because, you learn how to use stuff like that to make the best out of the situation. Unless I have my hot sauce holster on. Yes, my hot sauce holster holds my favorite hot sauces all the time. You can get your very own Tasting the Heat hot sauce holster at tastingtheheat.com. Just click on the link. Oh, sorry, I couldn't help myself. But anyways, then I got a package in the mail from Etch and Sketch. These great people here, Etch and Sketch Glassworks. They sent me a 3-pack of Mosquito Coast hot sauces. And as soon as I got it, it reminded me that I bought a bottle of that. I think it was in 80 or 81 when I was down in Florida, and I absolutely loved it, and I totally forgot about that. Since we've been doing Taste the Heat, it didn't even cross my mind, and I got that the other day, and I can't wait to get into them because they were such great hot sauces. They must have been around for years, so I got to get into that. And Chelsea and Skip, thank you for sending me that because I can't wait to get into them. They are such a great flavor. And the reason why I don't get into stuff right away is because I'm always trying these other ones that I'll be reviewing next. I just don't open them up and do a review. We use them for a little bit before I do a review. So sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get these reviews up because I want to give you a real true to life feeling, a real world usage of these sauces before I just, okay, send. Because I want to do the sauce makers a great service as much as you guys out there who trust what I have to say. And sometimes our feelings or our taste buds might be a little bit different because I like one and you don't like one, or vice versa. But that's okay. That's what makes all this fun, because we can share that experience with each other. Because not everybody likes the same things. Just like music, not everybody likes the same kind of music, but it's usually all darn good music out there. So I keep on getting blurry here. Hello, come on. I'm trying to get the auto blur to or autofocus to come in. But that's what I like about doing this, is because we can share our experiences with each other. So I'd like to hear it when someone says, "Man, I don't think that sauce is that good," because I don't like apricots in it. Not that I've had one of the apricots in it. I'm just throwing something out there. But that's what kind of makes this so much fun, is sharing the experience with each other. So thank you very much. Tabasco is pickle onion juice here. Oh, really? I did not know that. Tabasco is pickle onion juice here. I don't know what that means. Tell us what that means, Jessica. I appreciate that. That's really a neat thing that you just said. Okay, that's what happened when you eat too many crayons. The blue crayon was my favorite. I imagined different flavors. How about a quick guitar riff? No. I don't play guitar. No, we don't want that. I used to play keyboards a little bit, and I haven't done it in so long, I don't even know if I could do anything. Matter of fact, let me say, I know I couldn't do anything anymore. So Tom must have said something about me, because I can tell. Okay, UPS called me today. They said I had a small bag. Well, at least it was UPS. It wasn't your wife. I'm sorry. Hey, Tom, I've seen pictures of your kids. If you're a friend on Facebook of Tom Geist, he's got these 2 adorable little kids, and he's got them out there doing this like tough man training using these small sledgehammers on tires, and they're beating them, and they're doing all this training. Man, they just look, your kids are going to be tough kids, Tom. They are just going to be amazing. That's going to be so cool to see them grow up. Okay, give me a question here. I'll give me a question, because if we're running out of questions, we're going to let everybody get back to what they're doing and get me off this rambling, because sometimes when I get going, I just can't stop. Matter of fact, we had a contest at work one time, who could talk the longest and bring up the most craziest stuff. And I won that. I don't know why, but I just kept on going. It just didn't matter, because I just throw in any kind of stuff, just ramble on. This beer is really good, so just stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense sometimes, but that's what we do to entertain ourselves. But wrestling season starts soon. I bet, man. They're going to be tough kids, man, and I can tell. And I've seen last year. You had some videos of his kids wrestling, and man, that little guy, he's going to be nothing to mess with, man. He's going to be doing great this year. Yes, you rambling. Thanks, honey. I love you. But anyways, you guys, I really appreciate tonight. You guys dropping in. I hope I answered some of your questions, and if I missed any, I'm sorry. I really would just loved having you guys join in on us. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Please share this. Like I said, the more people we can get watching and on the Taste and the Heat Facebook page, the more that's going to help to get us the recognition we need to take the next step, because we are being looked at, and there's some really big things coming as long as we can keep this momentum up. And you guys are the reason why we do it. Seriously, I know there's some other guys that do good shows, and I'm not taking anything away from anybody, because everybody's out there promoting this hot sauce community and the chili heads, and I got to give them all a great hand. I mean, Michael was on earlier, and he was talking about things. He does a great YouTube channel. He does some great reviews and stuff, and you know what? I will never put anybody down for what they're doing, because they're putting their heart and soul into it, and that's the best thing about it. And thank you very much. Aloha, my brother. And until next week, we'll be at the Stanley Bar and Grill in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I won't, but Jim O'Brien will, and he will be on the show. And I'm really hoping we get a lot of people there at the bar to support Jim and celebrate exactly what he's going. So thank you very much, everybody. This is just totally... thank you, everybody. I hope you like the question and answer thing. If you want me to do it again, great. I love the idea about getting the women of hot sauce. We're going to work on that. So until next week, thank you, everybody. Good night. Yeah! There you go, Jessica.